Hi, my name is Haley McGowan, and I was in charge of the graph portion of our GUI. Upon startup, this is the display that the user is faced with, and they are prompted to make a selection of a category in which they would like data. They can choose between either general commodity price indices or individual commodity price indices. As you can see, if you select a button, the corresponding drop-down menu is displayed. If you select the other button, one menu disappears and the corresponding drop-down menu appears. Now, let's say the user chose the metal price index. They would then have a window pop up that shows all of the years for which there's data available for that specific index. They press OK, the window disappears. Now let's say that they wanted to plot a single month for every year available. And let's say they wanted to plot June. They would click OK. And a plot for the metals price index for the month of June is displayed with the y-axis being prices and the x-axis being the years available. Now let's say that the user wanted to choose something for the individual commodity price index. And let's say they chose poultry. Again, they would have a window displaying all the years for the data for which that index is available. They press OK. And let's say they wanted to plot over a month, every month over a year range. Then a window pops up where they are able to select what year range they would prefer. And let's say they chose 1999 to 2014. Select OK, and they're displayed with a graph for poultry from 1999 to 2014, with price being on the y-axis and years being on the x-axis. Unfortunately, I could not find a workaround for the labeling for the x-axis. Now let's go back and pick a different general commodity price. Let's say this time the user picked fuel energy index. Again, they're presented with a list of all the dates. And let's say now they want a bar chart for every quarter over a year range. They're presented again with the same pop-up window for a minimum and maximum year. Let's say this time they chose 1997 to 2010. They select OK. They're presented with a bar graph for the fuel energy index from 1997 to 2010, split by quarter, price on the Y, quarters on the X. Now for the last graph, let's say the user wants to go back to choosing individual commodity price indices. And let's say this time they want bananas. Again, they're presented with a list of all the dates. Click OK to close the window. And now they want a bar chart for every year over a year range. They're presented with this year range menu. Let's say their minimum year is 1980 and their maximum is 2000. They click OK, and they're presented with a bar graph for bananas from 1980 to 2000 split by year with the prices on the Y and the years on the X.
My name's Derek. So as you can see in the GUI, there's a predict price button. So as mentioned in the tasks 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, that we're supposed to predict the price of the commodities using EMA and comparing it with the Wall Street Journal data. So when you press the predict price button, you can see there are 8 push buttons, and based on just like what the buttons are labeled, you can basically just see how it works. For example, predicting the copper price using the EMA as of current date, just press the button, it'll be that. Aluminum, it will be that. Cotton, it will be that. Cocoa, it will be that. And then to list the current price using URL read from Wall Street Journal, I can just press the button. Apologize for this being slow. Wi-Fi is being very slow today. Aluminum. And aluminum's Na because the data is not available in Wall Street Journal as of this moment. Same goes for cocoa. Alright.